All right, Friday morning, hanging, handstand, flexibility and flow workout. And today I'm training first thing in the morning it's 5:37 a.m., which is not when I like to train. But I'm making room so that my wife and I can have a weekly date. It's very hard working the hours that I work and having a 6-year-old to be able to find time for your relationship. And so we've decided that on Fridays I'm going to, or I should say I've decided, I'm making the initiative that we're going to go for a date at lunchtime in the afternoon before we have to pick up our son from school, which means that I've got to front load my workout so that I can get this done first thing in the morning. And then all I've got to do is my deload workout later on, which my deload workout today, my strength workout is really only about 30 minutes. So I can get that done quite easily before lunchtime. So the whole process hinges on getting this workout done early, because this workout takes about an hour and a half. And that's if I don't mess around. It can take 2 hours if I mess around at all. So I really have to, the whole plan for the day hinges on me, getting straight into this workout. I'm also going for a run with a couple of mates. I go for a run on the beach on Fridays. We leave at 7:45 a.m. So I've got to get this done before that. So yeah, just got to move, got to motor through it all. And that's a lot of people, I get questions with people, how do I get my workouts done? I can't fit things in. That's a real struggle that a lot of people have. And I think it's interesting. I was talking to another dad yesterday when I was down at the beach with my son. I was talking to one of my son's friends' dads, and he works in Sydney and we live at the Central Coast. So depends on where you go in Sydney. It's about an hour and a half, hour and 45-minute drive to get to Sydney from where we are. And he starts work at 6 a.m. or 6:30 or whatever. And we were talking about when we both train and when he goes to the gym. He works out as well. He goes to the gym with his mate at 3:30 a.m. Every day. That's his routine. And we were just talking about it. I said, man, that's incredible. I said, I never meet people that get up and start working out and doing work before I do. Whenever I tell people that I'm up at 5 a.m. every day, everybody goes, oh my God, I could never do that. And he was just talking about how he just can't really get it done any other time. He used to go at lunchtime, but it was a stressful experience for him. He was like, he had to have his phone on him because he's a team leader in case people would be calling him. And sometimes he'd be on the phone for 20 minutes during his workout time. And he said, that's just not what I want my workouts to be. And I was really inspired by the conversation, because I don't often get inspired by other people's workout schedule and the way that they do it. But, hearing him talk, it was really cool. It was really inspiring. And it's in alignment with what I'm doing here. When you think about, if your workout is that important to you, and you know that you've got lots on in a day and there's just no other way, like you think to yourself, oh, I'll do it at 9:30, but or at lunch or whatever, but in the back of your mind, all this stuff that could get in the way of your workout, but you tell yourself, I'm going to do it anyway, I'll make it work. It can be a really stressful experience. And that's why I really like to front load my workout on a day like today. So I have my days where, basically Monday to Thursday, I don't do that. I do work first thing in the morning. and then I do my first workout, after family time at about 9 a.m. But Friday and Saturday, so that I can not be, not have this rigid routine where I have to do 2 workouts during the day. I have to find that time. I do my first workout first thing in the morning. And even if you're only doing 1 workout a day, which obviously is what most people are doing, maybe you want to consider that. And people talk about, of course, people always say, "Oh God, I couldn't get up that early." Well, you can. You absolutely can get up that early, but you choose not to. And look, maybe you work shift work. Maybe you finish work late at night. So if that's you, I'm not talking to you. That's a different conversation. But for everybody else, working out is such an important thing. Like there's no more debate on how important exercise is. It's crucial for a healthy life. If you want a healthy life, if you want good energy, if you want to help manage depression and anxiety, if you want good energy levels, if you want to age well, you want to look good, exercise is behind it all. And so it just makes sense to find a way to get it done no matter what. And that's what I'm doing here, because my problem is that I don't have a problem prioritizing exercise. I have a problem prioritizing family time and family life. And that's a big thing that I'm working on this year, because I'm so driven with work and with my, there's a bloody spot. I'm so driven with work and with my training that I've got to make more time for family. That's what I have to do. Alright, I'm just going to do a quick activation for my scapular stabilizers. This is a really good move, this one, for many reasons, but once you've mastered it, you can get it, you can just really quickly roll over during your warm-up and do a few reps to get those scapular stabilizers working. We use this a lot in the UMS. Alright. I need my rotator cuff work. it's never easy. Oh, my hands are really sore today. That one exercise, the single arm hang transitions, by the end of the week, man, my hands are just desperately in need of a day off hanging. All right. Wrist is feeling good again. No problems here, so that's good. Everything just feels hammered at this time of the week. And I'm super stiff first thing in the morning, so won't be breaking any records with a stretch. I think this is a good use of time between handstands, because I wouldn't do anything that would fatigue you or cause any kind of, like during the UMS workouts when we do strength and flexibility, the flexibility is using different muscles, but it's still, flexibility training is still fatiguing your nervous system, but it's a payoff, If you focus just on getting strong, you won't be as flexible, and vice versa. And so, but with handstands it's different. The nervous system needs to recover. And so, I really don't like to do anything that would fatigue me at all during my recovery period. And so that's why I'm just doing some passive stretching, because I wouldn't do passive stretching normally. I wouldn't spend my training time doing passive stretching. I'm really looking forward to some recovery this weekend. Spoke a little bit too soon. I started feeling it in my wrist on that set, but even that is better than earlier in the week where I was feeling it on every set. And I could so easily just push through and get this workout done. I'm feeling like a 1 out of 10 pain in my wrist, but I've had this before and I just pushed through it, and I got to a point where I couldn't put any pressure on my hand for like 6 months. And when I learned from my physio friends, you know, what you need to do and what you can do to rehab an injury there, the answers that I got was there's not much you can do to rehab injuries in your carpals here. You have to basically just deload it and allow it to recover. And so there's ways you can deload it. If it keeps bothering me for much longer, I'll have to start strapping my radius and ulnar together, my wrist, to deload it during workouts. But for the time being, it's being managed by just reducing the load in my handstands with the parallettes. And it's only been this week, so let's see what happens this weekend. We'll see how I adapt. Oh, bloody hell. I'm not good on these parallettes. Oh man, mad respect for circus performers that get up on those things. It's totally different the way you use your hands to stabilize yourself. I can hear my son upstairs. He must have just woken up. Just got to get these last couple of sets of handstands done, and I'll probably just do one round of my flow movements today. Okay. All right. Let's do this. big mistake people make with a pancake is they try and go too wide with their feet. The pancake isn't the middle split. It's basically a deloaded hamstring stretch. That's the reason you do pancakes. To be able to learn to get this compression in a way where it deloads the hamstrings and allows your body to get down. So you don't want to go too wide with your pancake because you actually cheat it when you go too wide. Here we go. All right. I'll tell you what, when I get to this stage of a workout first thing in the morning, I feel so good. Because, you know, the whole reason that I wanted to get it done is what's apparent now, you know. And when I think that when I get to go upstairs and focus on the rest of my day, I don't have my big workout to do. I don't have to worry about that. That's all done. I can hear my wife battling with my son to have his morning shower up there. That's just making me think, you know, I can be present for that. I don't have to feel like, oh, I've still got to do 2 workouts when I go up there. funny how it's funny how we seem to think that rest is what you need to do to fix an injury. And there's very few injuries where rest is the right approach. Because all it does for most injuries, most sports injuries, is it allows the inflammation to pass, and because you're not aggravating it while it's inflamed, you don't feel any worse. But you have to strengthen, you have to move, you have to get everything going. Oh, man. It's much nicer and cooler in the morning training, that's for sure. Hasn't gotten hot yet. I got up one morning and I had my dip bars set up here, and I went to do some dips, and as I set up and looked up, on the wall right there was a massive male funnel web spider, which is the deadliest spider in the world. One bite from a male funnel web can kill an adult within a couple of hours, can kill a child within 30 minutes. Bloody bastard. Sounds like my son woke my wife up at 6:15 and told her to put him in the shower. She's not going to be happy. He normally wakes up at about 7 or 7:15. But it seems like this morning he woke up early and demanded a shower. Tell my buddy that I'm on for the run in 45 minutes. Going for my beach run. I've been running lately for the first time, really since probably in about 9 or 10 years. I don't like running, and I do so much exercise anyway. I definitely don't feel the guilt of, oh, I need to go for a run. But that said, running has benefits to it that no other exercise does. It trains the gait pattern in us, you know, in a very primal way, in a way that we obviously evolved to use, and also impact activities have actually been linked to reduced rates of cancer. Last time I heard, they're not 100% sure what it is about the impact, but for example, an hour of cycling where you burn the same amount of calories as an hour of running, the cycling doesn't reduce risk of cancer, but the running does because of the impact. So I decided to make a commitment to do some runs this year. So I go running on Monday and Wednesday for about 25 minutes to take my dog for a bit of a run. And then on Friday I go for a beach run with my buddy. And I was contemplating filming those, but that would have been shit. I would have been running along holding a camera. Would have been dumb. I'm not that keen.